Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collegeville High School, where we are getting ready for a little basketball action for you. That's right, we're back to some basketball as your Lady K-Hawks get ready to take on the East St. Louis Lady Flyers. And my name is Todd Duke. Welcome once again into tonight's pregame show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collegeville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollegeville.com. The JV game just ended, and boy, it was a slow, low-scoring game. Collegeville did end up on top by a score of 27-14. It was 13-2. Collegeville led after one quarter of play, so you thought, all right, we're off to a great start. We're going to win this one by a lot. Well, not so fast, because East St. Louis turned the tables and held Collegeville scoreless in the second quarter. East St. Louis outscored them 6-0. And then the third quarter came along, and that was low scoring as well. Collegeville got a three-pointer from Lily Carlisle. that was it. East St. Louis, they got a 2-point field goal. That's right, a 3-2 third quarter. Collinsville turned it on there, though, in the fourth quarter and ended up outscoring East St. Louis 11-4 for a 27-14 final. And now the JVers are 10-4 on the season. That switches us over to the varsity side of things, where Collinsville comes into tonight's contest at 13-12. They are 4-4 in Southwestern Conference play under their third-year head coach, Colin Moore. East St. Louis, they come in at 9-17. They are winless so far in Southwestern Conference play under their first-year head coach, Todd Porter. Cahoks are coming off of a 57-36 win over Belleville West Tuesday night here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. That win came on the heels of a loss to Nashville in the Consolation Championship of the Highland Midwinter Tournament. Collinsville lost the first game in that tournament to Highland 45-36 and then rattled off a 45-36 win over Belleville East and a 56-44 win over Waterloo to make it to that Consolation Championship. Tuesday's home game versus Belleville West was the first game at Virgil Fletcher for the ladies since January the 10th. That win, by the way, over Belleville East in the Highland Tournament snapped a 7-game losing streak that stretched from the 28th of December all the way to the 14th of January. The Flyers, they're coming in off a loss, just like the previous 23 other opponents, to Alton Tuesday night in a 60-32 road loss for East St. Louis. Alton, by the way, 24-0, number 6 in the state of Illinois. That loss for East St. Louis followed a 65-57 win at Waterloo Monday night, and that win snapped a 6-game losing streak by East St. Louis. Flyers did start their season winning the first 4 games, and they were 6-3 at the beginning of December. On December 6th, an altercation with Alton at Mason Clark Middle School in East St. Louis led to a self-imposed 3-game forfeit by East St. Louis. One of those games was versus Collinsville. Since that altercation with Alton, East St. Louis is 3-12. Season's winding down, by the way. There's only 5 games left after tonight, so we have to wrap up our interviews with our seniors, and that will take us to tonight's interviewee, which is number 14, Emma Rabashitsky. My interview with Emma comes your way next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports
The
Network.
Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. and I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time, and honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Man, it seems like it's been forever since I have done some basketball games. I've been on hockey and bowling for a while now, but it's nice to be back in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as your Lady Kahawks take the floor and get ready to take on the Flyers of East St. Louis. And joining us now, number 2 on our list of 3 seniors that we have to interview this year for senior festivities. Coming up real quick, by the way, is number 14, senior guard Emma Rabashewski. All right, Emma, first of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Family time. Let's talk about your family. I want to know all about them. Brothers, sisters, even the pets. What you got?
Okay, so I don't have any siblings, but I have my mom, and then my dad and my stepmom. And then I have a dog and a cat on my dad's side named Sadie and Mama Kitty. And then 2 cats on my mom's side, Milo and Baby.
Any of those pets yours?
Milo on my mom's side is mine.
All right, cool. I like cats. I like dogs better, but cats are cool. All right, tell me your basketball story. How did you get involved in basketball? Mom, dad, or another relative?
So pretty much my mom got me involved in basketball, but whenever I moved to Maryville when I was in kindergarten, Megan got me heavily involved in basketball.
So you guys have been doing the basketball thing together for a while, you and Megan?
Yeah, since I would say like 2nd grade, yeah.
Any other sports that you do or involved in?
We did soccer when we were younger, but not really. I got involved in the softball whenever I got into high school, but that's about it.
If you could play another sport, what would it be?
Oh, probably soccer. I do miss soccer a lot.
If you could play a sport that you don't think you have the tools to play, what would that sport be?
Lacrosse, 100%.
All right, I was keep on wondering if we're going to get a team like that here. All right, tell me your favorite thing about playing the game of basketball.
Well, I love defense. I don't like offense at all. So, yeah, probably just defense and being around my teammates.
Well, looking at your stats here, you have 31 rebounds in your career and 59 points, so you have a little bit more offense than you do defense.
Yeah, well, I've kind of realized my role on the team, and it hasn't really been offense, but it's been defense consistently.
You are not afraid to shoot the three-point shot. In your career, you are 11 for 53. That's a lot of three-point shots.
Yeah, I'm kind of encouraged just to shoot the three-pointer and hope I make it. So,
tell me a little bit about what the future has in store for Emma Rabashewski. You're getting ready to graduate this May. What's next for you?
So I plan on going to SWIC for 2 years and just getting an associate's degree in communications, and then I'm going to go to Mizzou or ISU and get a digital marketing degree.
What do you want to do with all this wealth of knowledge and degrees?
I want to go into ESPN and cover women's sports.
Well, why didn't you join my broadcasting club, man? It's a little bit too late now. All right, so you're going to SWIC. I guess I just heard today that Jenna Scheller just signed there, so that's pretty cool. You already know somebody.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are going there, so I'm super excited.
All right, we're going to move on to my favorite things category. These are your favorite things. What is your favorite season, winter, spring, summer, or fall?
Summer, 100%.
Why?
I like being tan, and I like waking up whenever I want to when it's not basketball season.
I just like the warm weather. All right, what is your favorite kind of clothing to wear? Are you a dress person? Are you a sweatpants and T-shirt, jeans and hoodie? What do you got?
Sweatpants and a sweatshirt almost every day. Leggings sometimes, but normally sweatpants.
What's your favorite music genre?
Country.
Who is your favorite group or artist in that genre?
Luke Combs.
All right, favorite food-wise, breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What's your favorite?
Probably dinner.
What is it and who cooks it?
Ham, mashed potatoes, and corn, and my mom.
All right, favorite salty snack?
Ooh, Doritos.
Favorite sweet snack?
Sweet tarts.
Favorite cold drink?
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
Favorite hot drink?
Coffee.
I was thinking you were going to say hot chocolate. Favorite classes in high school?
Oh, probably world geography and current events.
Least favorite class in high school?
Anatomy and physiology.
Man, those are right up my alley of worst favorite classes, too. All right, let's talk about football season. I saw you at pretty much every single game this year. So tell me, first of all, your thoughts on that football season. Actually, the last 2 football seasons that we got to witness here.
I love football, and my boyfriend was the quarterback, so obviously, I had to go. But yeah, I love football, and it was really impressive to see them do that well this season, and just to prove everybody wrong.
What's your favorite sport to watch in person?
Baseball,
What's your favorite sport to watch on TV?
basketball.
Nice. All right, you are kind of an off-the-bench player. You've been with the team for 3 years, and as I mentioned, 59 points, 11 to 33 for the three-pointers. Do you like that role, being the off-the-bench player?
Sometimes it does bug me, but at the same time, I know that whatever I need to do to help my teammates is what I'm going to do. And yeah, it doesn't really bug me. I enjoy helping my teammates.
All right, you have East St. Louis tonight. You guys didn't get to play them earlier in the year because of the forfeit that they had to endure. So tell me, just off your memory from facing them last year, the 2 times that you faced them last year, what makes East St. Louis so tough, and what do you have to do tonight to beat them?
Their physical abilities are absolutely insane, and they keep us on their toes. And I don't know, it's a very physical game, but it's very exciting at the same time. So I think, honestly, as long as we're to the best of our capabilities, it'll be great.
Emma Rabashitsky, thank you very much for the visit, and good luck to you in the future.
Thank you for having me.
That is senior Emma Rabashitsky. We appreciate her joining us here on the pregame show. We'll take a break and set the starting 5 for each side. Collinsville versus East St. Louis is coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Let's get you set for this one with the starters. It will begin with the East St. Louis Flyers. Ariana Witt, the 5'6" senior. Heaven Williams, the 6' sophomore. Shakara McCline, a 5'4" senior. Kamaya Pitts, a 5'10" junior. And Alicia Cross, a 5'5" senior. For Collinsville, Megan Jansen, the 5'5" senior. Ella Guerrero, the 5'5" junior. Talisha Gilmore, the 6'1" sophomore. Jenna Scheller, the 6'3" senior. And Katie Bardwell, the 5'9" junior, are your starting 5 for your Collinsville Kahawks. Let's take a look at some of the numbers that we have for you. Shakira McCline, she leads her team in points with 476 points on the year. She is averaging 23.4 points per game. Just to put that in perspective, the next one on the list is Alicia Cross with 141 points at 7.1 points per game. Collinsville, they are led by Megan Jansen. She has 323 points, 13.5 points per game is what she's averaging. On the defensive side of things, Collinsville has Talisha Gilmore and Jenna Scheller pulling down most of the rebounds. Talisha has 206 rebounds, while Jenna has 134. And for East St. Louis, Alicia Cross leads that category with 111 rebounds on the year. We are just about set between Collinsville and East St. Louis. Cahoks, of course, are at home, so they're in the white uniforms. Got a little bit of purple on the shoulders. The fronts of their jerseys and the backs have purple numbers, and the fronts of their jerseys have the word Cahoks written across the tops of their jerseys over their numbers. For East St. Louis, they have the word Flyerettes written across the fronts of those orange jerseys out there. Their numbers on the fronts and the backs are in blue, and we are underway. Collinsville wins the opening tip-off. Megan Jansen takes it down, but no good on the shot, and the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyers bring it up, and over here on the wing, that is Alicia Cross. Cross stands near the sideline, deep on that left wing, throws it out front now for Witt. Witt to the free throw line, and no room there to move for Pitts, so she has to give it up once again, and does so on the outside wing, back over to Cross. Cross here in this left-hand corner. That one's off of Gilmore's leg, and all the way back at the midcourt stripe where it's picked up by McCline. McCline gives the ball up to Witt, and back out front we'll start all over again with Cross. Back out to the free throw area. That is Pitts. Over to a three-point shot coming from Cross. That misses the mark, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds, and Collinsville will get the ball back. We're just underway here in this opening quarter, about 45 seconds in. No score yet between Collinsville and East St. Louis. Canucks have already had one shot and couldn't come away with any points. The Flyerettes did the same thing down here at this end after they took a little time off the clock, setting things up. Couldn't complete. Here is Jansen. She'll hand the ball off to Guerrero. Guerrero will take it over toward the left wing and back out to Jansen. Now to Scheller. Scheller all the way across the way, and a step back three-point shot. That one misses the mark and will go out of bounds. And Collinsville will have their first turnover, and both teams are still looking for their first points. 6:46 left to play here in quarter number one. Flyers bring it back up once again. Here is McCline. 5'4" senior leader for East St. Louis brings it up toward the top of the key, gets rid of it in front of the Cahawks bench to Witt. Back out front we go to McCline, back over to Witt. She'll launch another three-point shot, and that one's good. And that's how the scoring gets underway. So the Cahawks looking to come down and at least trim this thing to one, if not tie it up. Here is Guerrero inside for Scheller, kicked it back outside for Guerrero. She's in front of the East St. Louis bench and head coach Todd Porter. Porter got hired last April to turn things around at East St. Louis, so he's into his first full year here. Scheller just outside the lane, kicks it all the way outside. Bardwell for three, and that one falls a little short as well. And the rebound being batted around, and it's still on the ground, and finally picked up by East St. Louis. They bring the ball up court. Here is McCline. McCline drives all the way, and she is fouled, and that one is going to belong to Jenna Scheller. Scheller will pick up this game's first foul. Jenna earlier today signed a letter to continue her basketball prowess at Swick. And her head coach at Swick will be Jonathan Denny, and he is here in the crowd taking in this game. At the free throw line, it is McCline. McCline misses the first one. And Shakara comes into this contest, 57 of 81 from the charity stripe, good for a 70.4 clip. Misses the first one, second shot. On the way. Good, 4-0 in favor of East St. Louis. As you can tell, no Lori Billy with us here tonight. She had a previous engagement, so we hope that she can join us for the next contest coming up here at Virgil Fletcher. Been a long time since we've done some basketball. Here is Scheller outside the lane, goes into the paint, throws it up. Gilmore off the glass, good for two. And Collinsville is finally on the board. The last girls basketball game I did was here against Edwardsville on the 5th of January. There's a missed shot. That one didn't hit anything, so that's going to be considered a turnover for East St. Louis. Last boys game I did was on the 10th. So it's been a while since I've done any basketball. Now, all things fair in love and war, I would have been here on the 12th and the 13th to do a girls' game and a boys' game, but I had to go to Vegas. There's a shot. And one to go. Gilmore, all 4 points up there for Collinsville. We are tied, and Talisha will go to the free throw line where she is 44 of 74 for 59.5%, excuse me. So I had to go to Vegas for that wedding for my stepdaughter, which was a blast. So that's why we haven't done any basketball games in a while, so my apologies. Gilmore, good on the free throw, and Collinsville has their first lead of this game, 5-4. There is McCline. Across the Kahok logo at midcourt to the free throw line, and Pitts trying to find something to do with it. Gives it back to McCline. She'll launch a three-point shot. That one misses everything, and East St. Louis saves it, but they save it right into the hands of Collinsville. So the Cahoks come up looking to extend this lead. Here's a three-point shot from Guerrero. That one hits the inside of the rim and falls into the hands of East St. Louis, and more specifically Alicia Cross. She gets the ball up to McCline. McCline with another big arching three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jayhawks bring the ball back up court once again. Here is Guerrero. Across the line it goes to Jansen. Jansen enters up on the left wing into the paint, takes the shot. That's blocked. And the rebound, the loose ball, comes all the way out front. And Collinsville resets. Inside, Gilmore. Glass. Good. 2 more points for Talisha Gilmore. And Collinsville has stretched that lead to 3. It's now 7-4 as we approach the halfway mark of this first quarter. Here's McCline once again. A bounce pass over to Cross. Cross takes it from the near sideline, bounces over to the far for Witt. Into the corner it goes to McCline. She launches yet another three-point one. That one swoops out. So 1 for 5 now on three-point shots for East St. Louis, but they do, after a long delay, get the rebound. Here's McCline. No look behind the back pass, and the missed shot by Williams. And that one ends up going out of bounds, and Collinsville will get the ball back after the 4th turnover for East St. Louis here in this first half. Ella Guerrero will inbound. Lamijah Suggs, the 5'8 senior, checks into the game for East St. Louis. She has a twin sister, Lamijah Suggs. They both stand at 5'8", and they're both seniors. Here is Megan Jansen into the corner for for Guerrero. Back over to Jansen, into the corner for Bardwell, into the paint once again, Gilmore, and she misses the shot, rebound. That belongs to Collinsville. Scheller puts it up, still won't go in. Collinsville couldn't handle the other rebound, and that'll be taken by East St. Louis. Flyers come up trailing by 3. Here's McCline. McCline enters from the right wing, takes a little floater, can't get it to fall, and the rebound initially belonged to Gilmore, but the second rebound belongs to East St. Louis, and they'll put it up there for points. McCline. She now has 3 points. 7-6. 1 point lead. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero into the corner. Scheller now in the paint. Turn around, takes the shot. Fingertip roll won't fall. And the rebound again belongs to the Flyers. Here comes McCline. McCline brings it up across the line with 2:40 and some change left to go. She'll put up a floater herself in the paint. No good. Scheller there with the rebound for Collinsville. Quickly gets it up to Jansen. Megan Jansen. Bounce pass. Guerrero all alone. Good for 2. Guerrero becomes the first person not named Talisha Gilmore to score a point here for Collinsville in this first quarter. 9-6. Collinsville back out to that 3-point lead. Here comes McCline. McCline gets it up to the slot and gives it up for Cross. Cross, bounce pass, back out toward the middle for Witt. Witt, and a timeout call. That'll be charged to East St. Louis. We will take a timeout as well. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke along with you for a little girls basketball action, Southwestern Conference style. Collinsville and East St. Louis. Right now, Collinsville with a 3-point lead. A loose ball picked up in the lane by Cross, and she'll lose a little bit of glass to make that one go in. Collinsville's lead is down to 1 point. Here's Guerrero. Over to Jansen, back to Guerrero. They'll play catch for a while outside of the perimeter. Now to Scheller. Outside it goes once again. And into the near side corner. From Guerrero to Bardwell to Scheller, and Scheller gets her first points of this game. Back to a 3-point lead for Collinsville. We're down to the final 90 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. Flyers with the ball. Out front, that is Mylon Miller. Miller into the game for the first time. Cross bounces a pass over onto the far side for McCline. McCline back over in front now for Pitts, and a cross in the lane. Gets the ball shoved right back in her face, and then the shot no good. Collinsville pulls down the rebound. Here comes Guerrero and company. Guerrero enters over on the right wing, looking for some room baseline. Nothing to do there. Bardwell just underneath the basket. Gives it up outside on the left wing for Jansen. Jansen, top of the key now for Scheller. Scheller back to Guerrero for three. Yes! Ella Guerrero gets her first 3-point shot made here in this game for Collinsville, and the Kahawks extend that lead to 14-8. We're down to the final 40 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Here is McCline over to Cross. Cross has it on the left wing near sideline, puts it up into the corner now for Suggs. Suggs, nowhere to go with it, so she'll bounce it back to McCline. McCline with a underneath the basket kind of baby hook shot, wouldn't get it to go. And the ball belongs to Collinsville underneath, left all alone again. Second time that Guerrero has burned the Flyers by being left all alone on the near side post. 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter. East St. Louis brings the ball up, trailing 16-8. McCline wasting all the time she can before she wants to make her move. She's running out of time now. At the buzzer, a big 3-point shot taken there, and that one misses the mark. And that is how the first quarter comes to a close. Timeout, second quarter. That comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. 16-8, 8-point lead belongs to our Lady Kahawks after one quarter of play. Emma Rabashewski, our pregame guest, is into the game now. We'll see if we can get some of that pregame interview magic going on. We had a hockey game earlier in the week where Preston Tillman was our guest on the pregame show, and he went out and scored his first goal of the season in that game. So we'll see if Emma has any magic up her sleeves here in this one. Top of the key, another big 3-point shot. That one misses the mark for the newly inserted Rael Mosley. Collinsville, they end up with the rebound. Kahawks bring it down. Jansen off the glass for two. Good. And Megan Jansen has her first points here in this contest. Here comes East St. Louis. McCline flying down the lane, and a foul coming up. And this one is going to go against Rabashewski. So much for that pregame interview magic, huh? Told us in the pregame interview that she likes to play defense more than offense, so she'll get her chance right here. Inbound pass comes into Mosley. Mosley takes it all the way back into the slot between the top of the key and the midcourt logo. Bounce pass over in front of the Kahawks bench now to Miller, and Miller travels. Fifth turnover of the game for the Flyers. And we'll see if Collinsville can turn that into some more points here. Kahawks bring it up, and that is young Miss Guerrero. Ella Guerrero to Emma Rabashewski. to Jansen. Jansen has it on the left wing. She'll take it around to the top of the key, and she'll hand the ball off to Guerrero to the free throw line. Scheller, she backs her way over across the line and gives it back up to Jansen. Jansen into the corner for Guerrero. Guerrero dribbles her way into the perimeter, takes the shot, no good, but looks like Ella Guerrero is going to go to the free throw line, and we'll have our first East St. Louis. Well, that's the second one. Who has the other one? Well, apparently whoever it is not on the floor right now. I do not remember, but I remember Gilmore making the shot. I just didn't write down who had the foul. So at the free throw line, it is Ella Guerrero, where she is just 7 of 11 this year from the free throw line, and she misses that one. Whistle as Cross will come back into the game for East St. Louis and take the place of Klein, I do believe. Nope, that is Suggs. Guerrero. Second free throw shot also misses. Rebound. That belongs to East St. Louis. They bring it up, and here is Mosley. Mosley travels again. So Collinsville unable to take advantage of the last traveling turnover by East St. Louis as far as points go. So we'll see if they can make do here, make good. And here comes Guerrero again right across the midcourt logo. 6:45 to play here in this second quarter. Guerrero dribbles her way over toward the right wing. Now reverses direction, gives it up to Scheller. Scheller, a cross-court pass for Rabashevsky. Rabashevsky at the free throw line for Scheller. Over in front of the Flyers bench to Guerrero, just outside the lane to Gilmore. Gilmore, she gets kind of trapped and tries to throw a pass over to Rabashevsky, but that got partially blocked and never did make it all the way. Collinsville's second turnover of this game. And here are the Flyers bringing the ball up once again in front of the Kahok bench, and another whistle will stop the action, and we're going to have another foul coming up against Rabashevsky. That'll be her second, team's third. And Lily Carlisle will come in to take the place of Rabashevsky. Carlisle, a 5'4" sophomore. And here is Mosley again. Mosley heading toward the top of the key. Couple of minutes gone here in this second quarter. Over in front of the Kahok bench. Lily Carlisle pays off dividends immediately with a steal. Gets it up to Jansen. Can't finish though. Rebound. That belongs to Carlisle as well. And maybe I interviewed the wrong girl. I'm just kidding. Lily is a mainstay starter on the junior varsity team. But she gets plenty of time on the varsity side as well. Jansen over to Guerrero. Guerrero just outside the lane to Scheller, but she got shoved from behind, and that foul will belong to Heaven Williams. That'll be her first. And each team now with 3 fouls. Inbound pass, Scheller, no good. Rebound belongs to the Flyers. East St. Louis brings it up, but they all lost the track of the ball for a moment. Luckily, Cross was able to turn around in time to see the ball rolling toward her. She gives it up now for Mosley. Mosley back out at midcourt. 5.5 to go here in this second quarter. Collinsville up 18-8. Kahawks had a 16-8 lead, so far only 2 points have been scored here in this second quarter. That ball blocked out by Gilmore, but she couldn't find the handle on it. Now she blocks it out again. This time, Scheller falls on top of it, and a timeout called while Scheller had the ball. A timeout by Collinsville, so we will step aside as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 18-8. Collinsville with the lead over East St. Louis. As the season is winding down, only 5 games left for the ladies after tonight. I believe, but I didn't have a chance to look, I believe the seedings might have come out today, and the schedule may be coming out tomorrow. Normally, Chris Kettler is all over that stuff for me, but I failed to look as well. Maybe I'll do that at halftime. Whistle on the play. That'll stop the action with 4:58 left to play. And a foul. Belongs to Shakara McCline. That's her second, team fourth. Inbound pass comes into Carlisle for Collinsville. Lily bounces her way back over toward midcourt, gives it up now for Jansen. Jansen, top of the key. Works her way into the perimeter for just a moment. Now Scheller out at the top of the key to Gilmore in the paint. Takes the shot off the side of the backboard. And the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. And McCline comes up with a little circus shot. And she now has 5, and that's the first point scored here in second quarter action for East St. Louis. Collinsville got sloppy with the ball on the inbound pass, and the Kahawks turn it over. Another chance for East St. Louis to dig into this 8-point lead. Here is Mosley. Mosley backs up to midcourt. 4:20 left to play here in this second quarter, first half. Over to Cross, and then back over this way for Mosley. Mosley on the left wing, gives it up for Cross. Cross, 3-point shot, top of the key. That one misses, and the rebound belongs to Lily Carlisle. Jayhawks bring it up. Carlisle across the line to Jansen and gives it right back to Lily. And then over onto the right wing, near sideline for Guerrero. Guerrero just outside the lane for Scheller. She's in the paint, turns around, gives it up. Jansen for 3, swoops right out of there. And the rebound belongs to East St. Louis once again. Flyerettes, they bring it up. Here is Mosley. Mosley works her way out toward midcourt. 3:35 to go here in this first half. Here's Cross. Cross with a bounce pass out top and then back over to Mosley. She'll launch a 3 from the wing, and that one's good. That's the second 3-point shot made tonight by East St. Louis, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point affair. Here comes Ella Guerrero. Guerrero brings it up across the logo at midcourt for Collinsville and takes it over to the left wing. Hands it off to Jansen. Jansen comes around to the top of the key, bounces a pass to Carlisle on the right wing into the right corner, and that one is blocked, and the ball on the ground, and Jansen found it. Gives it up for Carlisle. 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Here is a dribble drive, and that's good for 2 points by Megan Jansen. Jansen now with 4. Collinsville back out front by 7. 2:45 to go here in quarter number 2. And here is Mosley. Mosley dribbles her way into the slot. Katie Bardwell wants to check back in at the next opportunity. Ball goes to Cross. Cross out front now for Williams, and then back to the free throw line it goes. Little dribble drive, no good, but going to the free throw line will be Kamaya Pitts. Foul. And is going to go against Gilmore. That'll be her first. Team's fourth. Each team now with 4. And to the free throw line with 2 shots, and missing the first one is Pitts. And Pitts coming into this game, 17 of 36 from the free throw line, good for 47.2%. As Bardwell comes back in, takes the place of Carlisle. One more shot coming for Pitts, and that one misses the mark as well. And the rebound is going to get knocked out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball up. Here is Ella Guerrero. Guerrero and Jansen with different hairstyles here in this one. That makes it a little easier for me to figure out which one is what. Here is Jansen. Megan into the corner, gives it up for Scheller on the right wing. Scheller to the top of the key now for Bardwell. Bardwell into the free throw area for Scheller. She'll kick it back out front now for Guerrero. I messed it up anyway. Jansen to Guerrero. Ella takes it from one side to the other side. 1:50 to go here in this first half. Here's Guerrero, back over to Jansen. Jansen, top of the key, and a travel. Nope, we're going to have a foul. Foul by Megan Jansen. Not really sure how she fouled while she was dribbling, but she did. It's not a neat trick. Mosley gets it over to Witt. Witt, back out front now it goes to Williams. And a 3-point shot from Mosley. That misses the mark. Scheller, she collects the rebound. And Collinsville works it back up. Here is Guerrero on the wing. A pass to the top of the key for Scheller. Inside now to Bardwell. Back over to Guerrero. Guerrero right in front of the East St. Louis bench. Back over to Scheller. And Scheller looking to dribble and move the ball, but she's getting a lot of pressure, and now we're finally going to have a foul called against Pitts. Scheller was waiting for it to be called earlier than that. And that is her second. That's the one I was missing. All right, now I'm all caught up. Each team with 5 fouls. Here's the inbound pass to Gilmore. Gilmore just outside the lane has that ball knocked away by McCline. As Gilmore kind of telegraphed that pass a little bit. That, and it was a lob pass, so it stayed up in the air a little too long and allowed McCline to come in and go for the steal. She just knocked it out of bounds, so Collinsville will reset. Inbound pass from Bardwell to Jansen. Jansen with a dribble and into the paint. Gilmore off the glass, rolls in for 2. And Talisha Gilmore now with 9 points here in this first half. 22-13 in favor of Collinsville. Here's McCline. McCline across the line, and they throw it away as Williams was not ready for the pass. Ended up going off of her hands as she saw it coming at her at the last moment, but unable to do anything with it after that. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Jansen. We're down to the final 30 seconds here in this quarter. There's a loose ball picked up by East St. Louis. Only the 4th turnover here in the first half for Collinsville. McCline takes it all the way down in an underhand fingertip roll. Falls in for McCline. She now has 7 points, and that is the lead that Collinsville has. 7 points, 22-15. Jansen across the way to Guerrero. Guerrero on the wing now for Bardwell. Bardwell trying to go inside. No room to move there. We're down to 7 seconds. Across the court it goes to Guerrero. Guerrero dribbles and drives, and she's fouled. 6th team foul coming up here for East St. Louis. This one is going to belong to Mosley. The 5'5 junior will pick up her first foul. And to the free throw line, it is Ella Guerrero. She's already 0 for 2 from the charity stripe, so she's hoping to straighten that out. And good. Straighten that out. And one more shot coming up for Ella. 3.8 seconds left to play here in this first half. Guerrero makes both of them this time. Carlisle will check back in, take the place of Ella Guerrero. And East St. Louis inbounds. They have a little bit of time left. A big, long three-point shot. That one actually hit the rim right at the buzzer. And that is the way that the first half, comes to a close. We will take a timeout, and we will add up the stats that we have for you, and then we will also try to find some out-of-town scores as well. All that and more coming up as the Woods Basement Systems halftime show has arrived here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union strong. We are Kahok strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville leading this game 24-15 over East St. Louis. Here are a look at your first half stats. Leading scorer in this one, that's a shared responsibility by Ella Guerrero and Talisha Gilmore for Collinsville. Each of those young ladies have 9 points. Megan Jansen has 4, and Jenna Scheller has 2. For East St. Louis, they are being led in points by their team leader in points, Shakara McCline. She has 7. 3 points apiece for Ariana Witt and Rael Mosley, and 2 points for Alicia Cross. Battle of the boards, Collinsville barely winning that one, 11-10. And the turnover department, East St. Louis has 8 turnovers, while Collinsville has 4. And from the lines, Collinsville went 3 of 5 from the free throw line, while East St. Louis went 1 of 4. And from the three-point stripe, Collinsville went 1 of 4, while East St. Louis went 2 of 11. Collinsville had a 16-8 lead after 1 quarter of play. They outscored East St. Louis in that second quarter. Low-scoring second quarter, just 8-7. So Collinsville got 1 more point and turned that 8-point lead into a 9-point lead, and that's where we stand right now at 24-15. Another reminder for you that the JV game was won by Collinsville, 27-14. No freshman game here tonight, as East St. Louis does not have enough to field a freshman team, so no freshman game here tonight. How about some halftime out-of-town scores, thanks to Zach Roseman, who, by the way, also tells me that the seeds come out next week on February the 1st, and we thank him for that. All right, out-of-town scores. How about the battle for the Southwestern Conference title between Alton, undefeated Alton, 24-0, against O'Fallon, and right now at the end of one quarter, Alton has just a 4-point lead over the Lady Panthers at 10-6. Oakville over Chester. That's a final score of 61-27. A couple of more finals to tell you about. DuPont over Lebanon, 54-28. Marissa downed Valmeyer, 38-27. And it was Breeze Central over Roxana, 53-19. Couple of scores at the half. Carlisle over Sparta, 33-23 at halftime. And Mater Dei over Centralia, 26-10. And that game also at the half. We're at the half here as well, and it is 24-15 in favor of Collinsville. And we are back to tell you about the second half in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. Elsie's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And Elsie's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. Elsie's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at Elsie's Pub. Elsie's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks have a lead, and they have the ball. Kahawks bring the ball up court, looking for a little bit more of a lead, and Jenna Scheller misses. Alicia Gilmore gets fouled on the way up after the rebound, and Gilmore will go to the free throw line. Shakara McCline picks up her third foul in this game, so she's going to have to watch out. Leading scorer by a long shot is in foul trouble. Talisha Gilmore to the free throw line. Talisha is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe here in this one, and misses the first one. Gilmore, one more shot coming her way. And that one is good. Need a little help from the glass and the rim, but it finally falls in, and Collinsville has a 10-point lead, 25-15. We're just underway here in quarter number 3. Here is Cross into the free throw area, and a travel by Pitts will give the ball back to Collinsville. We are supposed to have a visit from head coach Colin Moore here in this post-game interview that we'll do after the game is over. I've employed a couple of young ladies to remind him to come on up. I know it's been a while since we've talked to him, so he got to get used to it all over again. Here is Gilmore. Used a little bit of glass to bank that one in there, 27-15 in favor of Collinsville. Here is McCline. McCline to the free throw line now for Pitts. Pitts just to the baseline, takes the shot, rolls across the rim, won't go. Gilmore there with the rebound for Collinsville. Here is Megan Jansen. Jansen gives it up for Scheller. Scheller, she'll launch a three-point shot. That one misses the mark, won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyerettes bring it up. Here is McCline. That's a travel if I've never seen one. Behind the back pass, though, will find a wide open Pitts. She took like 3 steps while she was slinging that ball around her back for a pass. She got away with it. 27-17. Collinsville still out front by 10. Here is Jansen to Guerrero. Guerrero just underneath our location to Scheller. Into the paint. Gilmore throws it back outside, but it's too late. A foul coming up, and this one is going to go against Alicia Cross. That'll be her first, team second. Inbound pass underneath the basket. Guerrero, three-point shot from the corner. Hits the front of the rim, so just a little bit short. And the rebound, that belongs to East St. Louis. They bring the ball up, and a foul underneath by Scheller. She kind of hip-checked Witt out of the way. And Witt will go to the free throw line. Scheller's second. First team foul here in this second half for Collinsville, and a miss by Witt, who comes in at 21 of 36, good for 58.3%. Witt had a three-pointer in the first half, nothing since then. Second free throw, that one rattles and then snakes its way in, and Ariana Witt has gotten her team once again to within 9. Here is Guerrero, across the way for Jansen. Jansen driving toward the basket, ran out of room. Scheller, top of the key to Gilmore, outside. Bardwell for 3. Yes! Katie Bardwell. She was the only starter that did not score a point, so now she is good to go, and there's a long three-point shot. And the rebound looked like it was knocked out of bounds, but no whistle on the play. And then the ball continued to roll out of bounds. And now Collinsville will get it. Bardwell inbounds, does so to Megan Jansen. Megan Jansen, the 5'5" senior leader of this team. 5.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Here is Jansen. Jansen comes from one side to the other, throws it up into the corner for Bardwell. Bardwell dribbles, gives it up for Scheller. Scheller back to Bardwell on a bounce, and then Bardwell will dribble and get a little bit of space in the process to Guerrero. Guerrero, near side sideline in the left-hand corner, brings it out from there to the top of the key, kicks it out for Bardwell once again. Katie, across the free throw line, tried to bounce it into Jansen, but it was picked up by McCline, and McCline stops, baseline, shot, that one's good, as it rolls in for Ariana Witt, 5th turnover for Collinsville. And here comes Jansen, back to a 10-point lead here for the Kahawks. Megan, behind the back dribble, into the paint, floater, good, 2. Megan Jansen worked hard for those 2 points. Here's McCline. McCline drives the lane, takes the shot, off balance, no good. That ball never hit anything except for the hands of Talisha Gilmore. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero tried to fake the bounce pass over to Jansen, and biting on the play was Witt, and Guerrero scores her first points here in the second half. She now has 11. Here's McCline once again. 4:20 to go here, quarter number 3. Here's another picked off pass by Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. And another fake bounce pass. This one McCline was reading all the way. And she'll cause a turnover for Collinsville. And McCline bounces the ball into the lane and just outside. Shot good for Pitts. And it's back to a 12-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Katie Bardwell. Bardwell slowly works it up across the timeline, right at the middle court logo. As Emma Rabashitsky is due to check back in, as well as 2 Lady Flyerettes at the next opportunity. Here's Jansen. Jansen eyeing that three. Instead gives it up to Scheller. She gets that ball knocked out of her hands by Pitts. And the Flyerettes headed up the other way. Here's McCline for three. Big arching three-point shot that is. Shakara McCline hits her first three-pointer of this game. That brings the lead back down to 9. Here is Guerrero, and just after she crosses the line, Coach Moore calls a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, so we will be back here in just about 30 seconds on the Kahok Sports Network. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. The newly inserted Emma Rabashewski inbounds, does so into the backcourt for Guerrero. And Guerrero will work her way up. Collinsville back to work on the offensive side of things. Guerrero to Rabashewski. Rabashewski out toward the top of the key. Switches places or tries to with Guerrero, but that ball is picked off by Mosley. Collinsville with a rash of turnovers here in this third quarter. Rebound is on the ground. That belongs to East St. Louis as well. Another shot put up, and that one ends up falling in for Mosley. Mosley now with 5. And now we have a 7-point contest. Here's Guerrero. She'll slowly work it up across the midcourt stripe. 2:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Rabashewski gets trapped in a double team. Bounces it out to Guerrero. Guerrero slows things down a bit. Backs up. Now makes her move over toward the right wing in front of her own bench to Gilmore. Gilmore gives it up for Scheller, but Gilmore traveled before she even let that pass go. And Collinsville, who had 4 turnovers in the first half, now with 9, so they've had 5 turnovers here. And we still have 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter, and you can see the gray hairs growing on Coach Moore. He's sat down on the bench and put his head in his hands and did that whole frustrated look thing, you know. Here is Mosley. Gets the ball over to McCline. 3-point shot no good, and it goes out of bounds, but saved by McCline. And a shot from the baseline rolls across the rim. This time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Rabashewski quickly gets it up to Guerrero. Guerrero settles on the left wing. Rabashewski, free throw line, shot. That one rolls off of everything but won't fall in. Rebound belongs to Mosley. Mosley gets tripped up as she brings the ball up, and that one's going to go against Emma Rabashewski. That's her third foul, and she'll come out of the game. Lily Carlisle will come in instead. So this time it's not the blessing in disguise that the pregame interview was the other night for the hockey game when Preston Tillman scored his first goal of the year. After that interview, this has had the reverse effect on Emma. I'm sorry. Blame it on me, everybody. That one misses and goes out of bounds. I'll take the heat. Those pregame interviews. Collinsville back to work on offense. Bring it up across the line. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero dribbles and drives and takes the shot. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebound is on the ground, and that has ended up being picked up by East St. Louis. And it looks like Mosley might have had her hand landed on, or she landed on it kind of awkwardly. As Mylon Miller checks into the game, and she will inbound. Does so to Mosley. Mosley brings it up. 1:25 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville with the lead, 7-pointer. Flyers with the ball. Mosley over on the wing. Bounce pass in now for Miller. Miller tries to take a shot, no good. As Scheller knocked that ball out of her hands, and East St. Louis will have to inbound from underneath of their own basket. Wrestling team won tonight at Granite City. And Alicia Cross picks up her first 2 points since early in the first half. She now has 4. 34-29. It's all of a sudden a 5-point lead. Collinsville has been up by as much as 12, but no longer. Here is Scheller to Carlisle. Carlisle from the near sideline out front. That pass was telegraphed the whole way. McCline read it, and she'll take it down and knock in an easy 2 points. And if Coach Moore wasn't growing those gray hairs earlier, he sure is now. Here is Jansen ahead of steam coming up here on the left side. Gets a little action from behind. No good. Gilmore off the glass. She's fouled. And then she gets landed on. One of the girls landed on her head. And immediately Amanda Bauer is out there to take a look. And that is going to cause us to have a timeout while we have an injury on the floor. So we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS Class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS Class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS Class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS Class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Talisha Gilmore off of the floor, made it over to the bench under her own power, so she appears to be okay. She's being checked out by Amanda Bauer. Looks like that Alicia Cross landed on her head as they were both going up for that rebound, so we'll have to take the necessary precautions before she's allowed to come back in. Katie Bardwell will shoot the free throws instead of Gilmore, and Bardwell makes the first one. Katie came in at 12 of 21 from the charity stripe. And shot number 2 on the way, and Bardwell can't get the other one, and the rebound belongs to McCline. Flyers bring it back up. Collinsville only up by 4 now as we approach the final seconds left to play here in this first half. There is a pass that's going to get away from East St. Louis, so Collinsville will try to get some more points off a turnover. Alton O'Fallon, by the way. Lady Redbirds, Lady Panthers tied 22-22 at halftime. Here's Guerrero. All the way up for Lily Carlisle. Carlisle waits everything out. And Collinsville sets their offense back up. Over to Guerrero. Guerrero for 3. That one rolls across the rim. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. Flyerettes bring it up. Here is McCline. 3 seconds left. She dumps it off underneath the basket. And too hard of a shot at the buzzer. And Cross couldn't finish up. And that is the way that the third quarter comes to a close. Fourth quarter action. That'll be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months,
Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, we have entered the fourth quarter. Collinsville up only by 4 points. East St. Louis outscored Collinsville 16-11 in that third quarter. And into the game for the first time tonight is 5'9" sophomore Eliana Reinhardt. Flyers with the ball, and at the free throw line or just in front of it, a shot taken there by Miller, no good. Collinsville picks up the loose ball as that one didn't touch anything on its way. And here is Guerrero across the line to Jansen. Jansen, she'll bring the ball up top of the key, and a foul right off the bat. And if that's against McCline, nope, it's not going to be. It would be her fourth. Rael Mosley will pick up her second, team's fourth. Collinsville only with 2 fouls here in this second half. And here's Bardwell into the corner now for Jansen. Jansen back over to, and a shot by Jansen. 3-point land, no good. Collinsville, they'll pick up the rebound. Kahawks go back to work. Here is Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets double teamed, gets trapped, and McCline comes away with the ball. Collinsville's 10th turnover here in this contest. Here is Miller off the glass. That's good for 2. And Mylon Miller has her first 2 points of this game. It's a 2-point contest now. Here comes Jansen. Jansen brings the ball up across midcourt. And does a nice move and then gets fouled. That one is going to belong to McCline. That'll be her 4th foul, so she is 1 foul away from fouling out of this game as Carson Mode checks into the game for the first time for Collinsville. Reinhardt to the bench. And Collinsville will inbound. It'll be Megan Jansen underneath of her own basket. Now McCline will go out. And coming in her stead is going to be Lamijah Suggs. Jansen looking to inbound. Does so all the way out front to Guerrero. Guerrero to Scheller. Scheller back to Guerrero. Guerrero in front of her bench gives it to Mode. Mode back to Guerrero. Thought about that 3, but she traveled while she was trying to step away. And that's the 11th turnover for Collinsville. They had 4 turnovers in the first half, so already 7 here in the second half. As we are underway in quarter number 4. That is Rael Mosley. Mosley, the 5'5" junior across the midcourt stripe, being watched by Jansen. Jansen used her leg to knock that one out of bounds. Wrestling team already returned from Granite City victorious tonight, so congratulations to them. And here once again is Mosley. Mosley, her team down by 2. 6.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Over to Cross. Cross in front of the Flyerettes bench. Bounces it into the corner. Suggs with a 3-point shot. That one misses. And the rebound belongs to Jenna Scheller. And Collinsville will bring it back up. Here is Guerrero. Thought about it going inside for a minute. Kicks it back outside. Here's Jansen. Jansen, top of the key. Bounces it into the corner for Guerrero. Guerrero steps out of the corner once again. Now, 3-point shot. Guerrero, too strong. And the rebound, that belongs to Collinsville after it was tipped away by East St. Louis. And Guerrero has it in her hands once again. Guerrero gives it up now for Bardwell. Bardwell into the corner for Mode. Mode comes out of the corner, gives a pass up to Jansen. Jansen with 5:45 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Dribbles and drives into the paint. Takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Scheller. She'll put it back up, but it won't go in. And then she'll get hit in the head with the rebound. But Jenna will head to the free throw line. That one's going to belong to Mylon Miller. That's her first, team 6th. So one more team foul by East St. Louis, and we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Here is Jenna Scheller, 29 of 46 this year from the charity stripe. Good for 63%. First one's good. One more shot coming up for Jenna. She will be our next and final interviewee the next time we do a Lady Kahawks basketball game, although we've already done this once with Jenna when we did the seniors for the girls volleyball team earlier in the year. But that's okay. I like talking to Jenna. She's very nice. Knows how to speak and knows how to talk. Matter of fact, I talked to her earlier about joining me for boys basketball or boys volleyball season coming up in the spring as my color commentator, and she said she would. So we hope that will work out all right. 37-35, 2-point game here. Here is Carson Mode. Mode gives it up now for Jansen. Megan all the way out at the midcourt logo, dribbles her way into the paint. Underneath, Scheller off the glass, good for two. Scheller now with 6 points, and Collinsville back out to a 4-point lead. Under 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Here come the Flyers. Here is Rael Mosley, and a timeout going to be called by East St. Louis. It is going to be a 60-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Once again, back here at Collinsville High School. Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium is where we are. 4-point lead for your Lady Kahawks. 4:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Flyers with the ball. And no McCline out there again for East St. Louis. There's a shot and no good. Rebound. That belongs to Jenna Scheller, and she is fouled from behind when that ball got knocked out. And now it's free throw time for the rest of the game. Every time East St. Louis commits a foul, Tamaya Pitts commits her third. And back to the free throw line is Jenna Scheller, where she went 2 for 2 earlier in this second half. Scheller from the charity stripe, and she'll get a bonus. Need these freebies when you have a chance, man. 5-point lead now for Collinsville. Flyers got it back down to within 2. It was 12 earlier in this second half. And Scheller, she'll hit both of them. And with 4.5 minutes to go, Flyers bring it back up. Here is Mosley. She gets it over to Cross. Cross on the near sideline, deep on the right wing, almost threw it away. And a little dribble drive that goes over the basket. Now McCline's back in there. She'll take the shot, and she'll get pushed backwards in the process, and she will head to the line for 2. That one is going to belong to Lily Carlisle. Carlisle will pick up her first, team's third. To the free throw line, Shakara McCline. She went 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. First shot, no good. Klein came in, a 70% free throw shooter. One more shot coming to the leading scorer for East St. Louis. And the second shot also misses. Rebound, that belongs to East St. Louis. Cross puts it up. And now we're going to have a foul going the other direction. This one's going to go, it's going to go against Collinsville. Carson Mode picks up her first. A new free throw participant, and that would be Alicia Cross. Cross coming in 27 for 42, 64.3%. Misses, so East St. Louis 0 for their last 3, and that's 0 for 3 in a row there. One more shot coming up for the 5'5 senior for East St. Louis, Alicia Cross. And that one misses the mark as well. Rebound belongs to Jansen and Collinsville. East St. Louis putting on some backcourt pressure. Collinsville trying to break it. Scheller across the line to Carlisle, who gives it up now for Guerrero. Guerrero stands right in front of her coach, Colin Moore. Into the corner now for Carlisle. Back out front for Guerrero. Excuse me. Guerrero dribbles with that left hand, gives it up for Carson Mode. Mode slipped, and the ball rolls all the way over to Lily Carlisle, and Carlisle is going to have that ball clamped onto by Klein as well. A jump ball called. Possession arrow remains in favor of Collinsville. I don't know what was going on with McCline down there, but the referee was like, stop, 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 stop. He was about ready to call another foul on her if she kept going. Carlisle inbounds, does so in the backcourt for Guerrero. Guerrero brings it across the line for Mode. Mode from the left wing back to Guerrero. 3:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. One-arm pass over to Jansen. Megan works her way up and just outside trying to put a pass into the hands of Jenna Scheller, but instead that'll turn into the 12th Collinsville turnover in this game. 3:32 left. Collinsville up by 6 points. Flyers, they bring it up. Here's Mosley. Onto the right wing, near sideline for Cross. Yes, that is Cross. She'll take a shot from the paint. Good for 2. Cross now at 6 points. And it's a 4-point contest. Here's Jansen in front of her bench. Out to Mode. Mode over to the near side, into the corner for Carlisle. Lily had the ball knocked out of her hands, and it finds the hands of Mosley, who gives it up to McCline, and McCline in for 2 more points, and all of a sudden this is a 2-point contest once again. As Bardwell checks back in for Carlisle. I do not think that Talisha Gilmore is going to come back into this game. She is still seated at the end of the bench next to Amanda Bauer. Ariana Witt comes back into the game for East St. Louis. Collinsville with the ball and a slim 2-point lead. Bardwell gets it to Jansen. Jansen back to Bardwell. Bardwell kicks it all the way back out front, and another turnover. And here comes McCline trying to get around Mode. Mode's going to get called for a foul, and that's not a bad foul to take. 2:47 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 15 foul. And Pitts and Cross check back into the game for East St. Louis. Inbound pass being triggered underneath of the Flyers basket, and by McCline. She'll launch a 3-point shot. That's good. And East St. Louis has retaken the lead for the first time since very early in this contest. 42-41, 2.5 minutes to go. And Collinsville down by 1. Scheller outside, trying to find some room to move. Can't find that room because she is fouled. And that one is going to belong to Heaven Williams, and Williams will pick up her second foul. And back to the free throw line is Jenna Scheller. That is the 8th team foul for East St. Louis. This is going to be a 2-shot from the foul line because she was in the process of shooting, and that one will tie things up, and Jenna has a chance to give her team back the lead here. And she does. Those are important. That will show you right there. 60-second timeout by the Kahawks. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawks
Plumbing
Sports
or
Network.
electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back once again at Collinsville High School. 1 point lead for the Lady Kahawks. 2:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Flyers with the ball. We're going to have a close one that's going to be decided at the end. Here is Mosley, little floater from about 8 feet out. Can't get it to fall. Rebound and belongs to the Flyers. And a timeout called by East St. Louis. A 30-second timeout by the Flyers, so we'll step aside one more time, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
The Alton Lady Redbirds are in jeopardy of losing their first game of the year. After 3 quarters of play, the Panthers have a 10-point lead, 40-30. There's a shot, and that one's good. As Williams scores her first points of this game. Collinsville trails by 1 again. 1:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Megan Jansen in front of her own bench. Brings it out and works her way toward midcourt where she gives it up for Bardwell. Bardwell toward the top of the key. 90 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter to Guerrero. Guerrero. One arm pass to Scheller. Back to Guerrero. Guerrero back to Scheller. Couldn't complete it. McCline picks up the loose ball as Collinsville turns the ball over, and McCline will bank it in off the glass, and she will head to the free throw line for a bonus. Megan Jansen picks up her second foul. 6th team foul. To the free throw line is Shakara McCline. 1 for 4 here in this game from the charity stripe. And a 3-point lead now for East St. Louis. Shot good. So Collinsville now down by 4 and running out of time. 1:14 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Guerrero. Gets it over to Mode. Mode dribbles one time, picks it up, gives to Jansen. Jansen looking for a little room to move. Not there. Bardwell will take it in front of her bench. Now back out for Jansen. We're under a minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Megan Jansen underneath, trying to feed Jenna Scheller. McCline picks the ball off again. Collinsville has turned the ball over way too many times here in this second half, and it's going to cost them a game. As Pitt scores, a timeout called by Coach Moore. We will take a timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back here at Collinsville High School, Kahawks led by 8 after 1, led by 9 at the half, and led by 4 after 3. But now they find themselves trailing by 6 points here with 40.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass will come in from Guerrero. Guerrero into the backcourt for Jansen. Jansen brings it across. It's a two-possession game. Collinsville down by 6. Into the corner for Guerrero. Back outside for Jansen. Jansen dribbles to the top of the key. Collinsville wasting precious time. Three-point shot. Oh, that one almost went in. No good. Rebound belongs to East St. Louis. And the Flyers are going to bring it up, and Guerrero will just grab onto the backside of McCline to commit the foul. And Collinsville in trouble. 7th team foul, and that means a 1-and-1 opportunity here for McCline.
Number 20, Shakara McCline, going to the line for 1-and-1.
1-and-1 opportunity for McCline. And that one is no good, but the rebound, that belongs to East St. Louis, so they still have the ball, and they're going to end up pulling out the win in this one. Another 1-and-1. Jansen picks up her third foul, and back to the free throw line is McCline. McCline misses again. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Hawks bring it back up, but they're out of time. Jansen tries a one-hand shot, no good, and that is pretty much going to do it. Collinsville will drop a heartbreaker here tonight. 43 for Collinsville, 49 for East St. Louis, and Collinsville led most of this game after they took the lead in the first quarter and held the lead all the way up until there was just a couple of minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter, and then the Kahawks could not rebound after that. We'll take a timeout here. We'll add up our stats for you, and hopefully we'll get a visit from Collinsville head coach Colin Moore. We'll do all of that next as the postgame show is upon us here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Lady Cahoks lose a heartbreaker here tonight. Final score 49-43, and joining us now is Collinsville Lady Kahok basketball head coach Colin Moore. Coach, first question out of my mind is, how is Talisha Gilmore?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. She was talking to the trainer. She has paperwork. I'm guessing it's for a concussion, so we'll see what happens from there.
What did you see? It looked like somebody was going for the rebound. Somebody fell on her head.
I don't think the play under the basket was bad. I felt we were getting fouled down the court, and I wish they would have called the hand check, and then maybe that wouldn't have happened, but hindsight's 20/20. It kind of is what it is. I don't think the play was bad under the basket. I just think maybe could have been a foul earlier, would have avoided it, but we didn't handle the ball well enough at the end. So
yeah, that was one of the things I was going to talk about. You guys had 4 turnovers in the first half. You ended up with 15, so 11 in the second half, and boy, did they hurt.
Yeah, we talked about if we're going to turn it over, we need to turn it over being aggressive, and once Talisha went out, they just kind of lost the aggressiveness a little bit, and it just changed. She's able to change the speed of the game, and we just couldn't keep up with the speed they were playing at. Turnovers at the top are just a killer. It's automatic 2 points.
Yeah, you guys did all right from the free throw line, 11-15, but the three-point stripe hurt you.
Yeah, and it was a lot of those shots at crucial moments, and if one of those goes in at the right time, it kind of changes the dynamic of the game. I know there was one we were up by 8 or 9 that was in and out, and there's one they called a travel that went in. So it was just kind of didn't catch a lot of breaks, but didn't really handle the ball well at the end either.
Yeah, I was looking at East St. Louis's stats, and I was surprised at the big difference between the 476 put in by McCline. The next closest was 141. And boy, oh boy, I'm very impressed with McCline, number 20. She can do it all.
Oh, yeah. She's, without a doubt, one of the best players in the conference. It's a momentum game with her. And when you give her cheap layups by turning the ball over at the top of the key, it just allows her to get some confidence, and she can just shoot the ball.
Let's talk about something positive. Jenna Scheller signed earlier today with Swick, and their head coach was here watching the game. So a good positive thing to end on there for you, sir.
Oh, yeah. I'm proud of Jenna. She's worked hard over the 4 years. She knows what she's got to work on to continue to play at the next level. But more importantly, she's a good kid, and she'll get a great degree, and she'll probably make more money than all of us someday.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. See you next week.
Thanks, Todd.
All right, that is Colin Moore, the Lady Cahoks head coach. We appreciate his visit with us here after a tough loss by his team tonight, 49-43. We told you about Shakara McCline. She ended up being the leading scorer in this game with 20 points. She had 7 in the first half, so 13 second half points, and she ends up being the leading scorer here in this one. The only Lady Flyerette with a double-digit score. Everybody else in single digits. That was Ryle Mosley with 7. 6 points apiece for Alicia Cross, as well as Kamaya Pitts and Ariana Witt. And then a couple of points each for Heaven Williams and Milan Miller. Leading scorer for Collinsville. 3 girls in double digits. 12 points for Talisha Gilmore before she left the game injured. Ella Guerrero had 11, and Jenna Scheller had 10 points. Megan Jansen had 6 points, and Katie Bardwell with 4 points. That was the only scorers in the game for Collinsville was the 5 starters, so the young ladies that came in off the bench couldn't find the bottom of the net, not from a lack of trying, that is for sure. Rest of the numbers look like this. East St. Louis out-rebounded Collinsville 19-17. Collinsville ended up with 15 turnovers in that game, and 11 of those came in the second half. Flyers, they had 13 turnovers, and from the lines, Collinsville went 11 of 15 from the free throw stripe, while East St. Louis went 3 of 13 from the free throw stripe. Not much better from the three-point stripe for the Flyers either, 2 of 17, and Collinsville ended up going 1 of 11 from the three-point stripe. That is going to do it for us here tonight. We're back at you tomorrow, a road trip to Belleville West for a little boys basketball, another big Southwestern Conference showdown as Collinsville travels to take on the Maroons. And a big thank you once again to Emma Rabashitsky for joining us in the pregame show, and as always, Colin Moore for joining us in the postgame show. Until tomorrow night, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone enjoy the rest of your evening.